So Destroy has been super active this year since dropping a super underrated album Broken Hearts 3, dyeing his hair purple, and entering a new era, as well as teasing his next album Deadad Gorgeous, teasing a new sound which sounds very experimental, as well as recently taking shots at the ATL Underground as they were all going back and forth this past week. But let's take a look at this new Lone era and look at everything that we can expect from Lone this next year and this next album. Now bro, not gonna lie, the run that Lone has went on this year is actually very underrated, bro. I feel like Lone as a whole is still a very underrated, artist, right? I mean, I feel like a lot of people discredit Lone as a artist, especially after No Stylist or If Looks Could Kill, for example. But seeing his evolution as a artist is actually fire, bro. Broken Hearts 3 is, in my opinion, my second favorite album that dropped this year behind Music. Even though this album didn't obviously sell the best, as it did sell around, I believe, like 13K, it has aged very well, bro. Like, obviously, like, the album's production was amazing, has freaking transitions, and has some of the best Lone songs that I've ever heard, bro. That being Leave You Out to Dry and Shut the Fuck Up are like both peak Lone songs, bro. And a lot of fans still obviously want that old Lone sing his voice change and shit, which, I mean, that's kind of obvious. I was playing Lone's Forever I Love You album, like, earlier yesterday, bro, and I was genuinely, like, fucking baffled, bro. Like, this shit actually had no misses, bro. 2020 to 2022 Lone was actually fucking not human. But also, obviously, Lone smokes cigs like every day, and he's also like almost 25 now, right? So obviously, and his voice does sound older, there's less vocal range. But also, if you look at other guys like Fago, he still got it. So I don't know, just something to think about, right? But yeah, man, Broken Hearts 3 was solid, easily album of the year contender. Since the album did drop, bro, Lone has absolutely freaking killed it during the Antagonist tour, and he also did have the chance to see him on Halloween as well. And this dude Lone had like the craziest face paint, which, hey bro, in my opinion, Lone did have the better set than Ken, bro. I feel like since Lone did drop Broken Hearts 3, I just got him over Ken right now. And also, because Ken's newest drops haven't been anything too crazy, I just got Lone over Ken, which is kind of crazy to say. But yeah, and Lone would also go in his Uzi era, dyeing his hair purple, which I honestly fuck with for show, and this being the start of his next era. And now, speaking of this next Lone era, Lone actually would tease his next album after dropping Broken Hearts 3, teasing it in a Tumblr post saying, my next album is called Deadad Gorgeous, and he is about to drop his next tape with Ken after that, or like something along those lines. Since teasing it, he hasn't teased much about the album until recently. Like, for example, he actually did go on a Complex News interview, and he was saying that, yeah, on this album, he isn't just rapping, and he's actually experimenting with different genres. He's singing and having a industrial rave sound, which I with, bro. I've been wanting for Lone to do a experimental album, especially since because of how talented and versatile he is, and he'd even tease a snippet of one of these songs as well, and it indeed does sound industrial for sure, bro. Usually I'm not that tapped into Lone snippets, but yo, this one got me hooked. But yeah, man, y'all can give it a listen. And this snippet definitely shows how versatile Lone is as a artist. This dude has unlimited, flows. Almost sounds like some Too Hollis music, but just more 808s, more industrial. And I seriously love this direction that Lone is going with, right? Like, bro, this production sounds like some club music almost. But yeah, man, Deadad Gorgeous actually sounds peak, bro. Super hyped to hear how this album is gonna sound. Obviously, don't expect it to next summer, probably. Give him time to perfect this sound more, work with producers, different artists, and I seriously think that Lone can reach that next level of a artist. And again, this direction that Lone is taking is amazing, bro. And he's obviously experimented in the past, like for example with Love Lasts Forever with the ATL trap sound, but the direction for Deadad Gorgeous fits Lone so well as a artist, man. But yeah, man, comment down below features that y'all want to see on this album, bro. Honestly, Ken and Lone rapping on a industrial type beat will honestly be fire as fuck. And speaking of both Ken and Lone, the famous Opium duo, their highly anticipated Opium Twins collab tape has been teased basically every year, and according to Lone in that same Complex News interview, and he was saying that, yeah, this should be dropping sometime next year, which by the amount of times that it has been teased for, bro, I don't even fucking know, bro. It honestly might just become the next 16, 29 at this point, just based off of how many times and how many fucking years that this tape has been teased for, right? But Ken was also about to drop Game Over, which is a highly anticipated, like, you know, girl from the both of them, which was teased back in, like, I believe 2022, which I don't know what happened to that, but it sounds like that's never, like, you know, dropping. And I think if they drop it like early next year, it could definitely benefit the both of them, and especially if they're both dropping experimental albums next year, with Ken also dropping his album The Experiment. Gonna be very, very cool to see what's next for the Opium twins. Now, besides the music, recently Lone has been involved in some controversies with other ATL underground rappers. This all started from none other than Nine Vicious. If y'all don't know, man, Nine Vicious is one of the top underground rappers right now, and he was first dissing Diamond and Tez's, two other underground ATL rappers, in a IG Live comment section, which Apollo Red, who's a close affiliate to Nine and is obviously signed to Cardi, did get involved, asking for a low. And Tez's, Diamond, and Dior versus You then called Nine, interrogating him for dissing him in his Instagram Live. And Tez's then went on Twitter saying that this is all because Diamond allegedly smashed Nine's ex. That's like, damn, bro. And also one of the Owe members, which Owe, by the way, is Tez's collective, Reezy, was tweeting saying that people asking for lows acting like we hard to find, like Lone wasn't in the studio looking scared or scary 2 days ago, which, hey, Lone, he should have been like, all right, bro, I'm bigger than all y'all, I don't need to and respond to this BS. But then he basically went on to say, leave me out of this junior varsity business, I'm not Apollo, I'm not Nine, whatever this is. Which, damn, bro, fucking Apollo caught us straight. And he then went on a tweeting fucking rampage saying a bunch of shit. I'm not y'all's peers, saying FN on me, not for nothing, which I thought was hilarious, as he was taking shots at Nine Vicious, who is obviously on the other side of the beef, because, you know, Nine is on Apollo's side, and, you know, like, you know what I mean? Dior versus You also got involved, and Lone Loki cooked Dior versus You, posting messages with the both of them of Dior showing love, even saying, I need you, bro. Nah, bro, I'm not gonna lie, this is like kind of fucking crazy, bro. Now, is Lone wrong for saying all this? No, bro. Obviously, Lone is 1,000 times better than everyone else involved in this beef. No glaze. I'm just, like, you know, keeping it real. And yeah, this obviously isn't the first back and forth that bro had with other underground rappers, or, like, you know, just like rappers in general. Lone did go back and forth with Dior versus You back in May, and even like a year ago, Lone went like back and forth with like freaking Lucky, bro. So, hey, man, Lone, bro, just keep your aura, bro, and quit beefing with these ATL rappers who are just, you know, a lot smaller than you are, bro. This shit is little kid beef, bro. Hey, Lone, bro, better yourself as a artist, evolve, and just go crazier, bro. Reach new heights, man. But yeah, man, besides that, man, hope y'all did enjoy this video on Lone, bro. If y'all are hyped for Drop Dead Gorgeous, man, make sure to comment down below. But yeah, man, road to 30K. Love y'all, yo.
Studio all night. Had to get back to my ways, I've been out of mind. I kept it real, I done never did shit out of spite. Heard all my sons on the radio all night. Yeah, I can't go back to always. I had your back.